I am a Giammi man. I was born for greatness. My greatness comes from my potent center. I pledge to find and connect with my center. I pledge to build my spirit, mind, and body. I pledge to use my hands to build a better world for myself, my loved ones, and my community. I pledge to use my mind to think deeper, further, and higher to create a better reality for myself. I pledge to live my life and go beyond all my self-imposed limitations. I pledge to promote the principles of the Giammi warriors and to assist all those who are seeking the path of success. I pledge all these things first to myself, my teachers, to all my relations, and to my higher power. I am Giammi. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
All right, we are up. We are up, family, family, family. I want to welcome you right now. So a thought hit me that, on this journey for Giammi, right, trying to always give some type of value or content, I wanted to start looking at some other issues and coming and doing some of the podcasts like I used to do back in the past. Back in the day, I used to be able to go out and, go to the hookah spots and stuff like that. Right now, I am at a public library right outside. Actually, it's in Groveport right now. My daughters are in here getting books, and I said, let me do a quick podcast. So for those of you that's following, we are at the end of 2021, and I am, at this point in time, doing the podcast on Freedom Within Limits, Haku by Hatim, on my book. I'm building the curriculum. So the book's already done, but what I'm doing is I'm doing the audio and I'm doing it in Giammi fashion and Hatim fashion, where I am able to give commentary over the books. I want to give commentary over the books, as well as read the books out loud, you know what I'm saying? Because that's, for me, that is a beautiful piece. For those that don't know, Freedom Within Limits is a self-help book that discusses the dangers of losing direction, because we are in self-imposed limitations, or we are not able to accept some of the limits that are around us. Because I know that's kind of counter or opposite of each other. Self-imposed limitations, where we limit ourselves by what we think we could do or what the world has taught us that we think we could do. And then you also have limitations that, in a sense, that are around you, that you could, for example, limitation, you can't fly, right? But there's a lot of shit that you could do in between walking and flying, you know what I'm saying, that could get you from A to B. You might not be a master mathematician, but between the highest calculus and the lowest addition is something that you could do. And Freedom Within Limits is about figuring out what our skill level is, our capabilities are, and being able to push ourselves to the limits within that, right? And being able to produce good stuff, because I don't have to be the absolute best to be productive. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us believe that we have to be the absolute best. And I'm here to tell you that you do not have to be the absolute best in the world. You have to be the best that you can be. Stop measuring yourself against other people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That is part of that self-imposed limitation, right? And we want to break those down. And we want to be able to embrace who we are, the limitations in which we were created, that we were, in a sense, blessed with, to work with. And I use haiku to explore that a little bit more deeper. But as I'm going through the book, I'm starting to notice some things. And what I wanted to talk about with you real quick is, I titled this the challenging the 5 deadly limitations that are holding you and your tribe back. Now, of course, I am real big on building tribe, building circles of individuals that are like mind, like spirit. that become family, tribe, right? That could be in support of you. But what I found is that in going through the book, I'm finding these 5 things, right? That, kind of pop up over and over again that I want to deal with. Now, of course, one is fear, so we won't necessarily have to go through fear, but let me read kind of what I got, and then I'm going to go through them real quick. When we take a moment to examine the self-limitations that hold us back, this is what we find. It's intriguing because the 5 most common self-limitations aren't things like laziness or fear. Instead, they are things that feed off of them, like opinions, analysis paralysis, bad habits, religion, and the television effects. These 5 hindrances can be used as small steps that will help you move into who you want to be. In my book, Freedom Within Limits, I have a chapter called The Small Things Campaign, where we discuss the power of taking small steps in a process of self-mastery. Now let's dive in and wrestle each one of these hindrances and prepare them to serve us rather than vice versa. So we're going to look at these 5. And the 5, once again, for those out there that might be taking notes, is opinions, analysis paralysis, bad habits, religion, and television effect. Television effect. And television effect. Now, what's going to, I'm going to go through. Now, these are not the only 5. These are 5 that popped up. I'm going to go through some other stuff from some of the other books, and we are going to build, family, because I'm just so excited about the new opportunities and moving into 2022. So opinions, all right? Not only your opinions, because this feeds into the self-imposed limitation. This is a problem that hits us from 2 different directions and can be and hits us simultaneously, right? From the inside, our own opinions, and and those opinions of others. We can hinder ourselves and we can hinder our growth by listening to these opinions and having these opinions become our reality. Other people's opinions does not have to become your reality. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things we have to learn how to do is to be open-minded. Yes, definitely, because this helps with your own opinions, with your own opinions that limit you. You need to become open-minded so that you can go and explore and learn new things, so that you can expand that opinion, so that you can shatter that opinion and move into a different world and operate in a different fashion. But that open mind sometimes can be a hindrance as well, because being open-minded, it allows other people to hit you with their shit. And being open-minded, you won't necessarily slap it down, but you need to start learning how to slap down other people's opinions, especially when it comes to limiting you and limiting the things that you are capable of. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, like, for example, if you have a skill that you're not good at and other people's opinions are constantly trying, constantly trying to keep you from getting good at that, you need to slap that opinion down and keep on moving. And sometimes this means changing our nouns. Now, I use this in several of the books, changing the nouns in our lives, the people, places, and things that surround us. All right? The next one is analysis paralysis. Kind of speak for itself. Sometimes some of us think so much that we freeze, right? Now, this is why in martial arts, at least when I took martial arts, one of the things that I learned from my master is that he drilled us continuously. And you like, damn, goddamn, I'm tired of these drills. And we would drill and be dripping with sweat. And he would work the hell out of us before we got to the fun part. And that's the sparring and stuff like that. But he would run us through the drills. And what was the purpose of the drills? The purpose of the drills was to ingrain that skill inside of us so that when it came time for us to go into battle, I didn't have to think. I don't have to think, well, am I going to do a roundhouse kick or am I going to do a front kick? I don't have to think about which stance I'm going to get into, right? It's ingrained in me so much right now. I haven't been to a practice in years, but if somebody jumped in this room right now and said, boo, I drop down into the stance that my original teacher taught me, right? Analysis paralysis is when we think so much that we can't take action. And this is what's hindering a lot of us. And the one way to overcome this is for us to get serious about our craft, to get serious about our skills, and to start drilling ourselves, all right? So that we don't have to think. Like when I click go, on a podcast or on the streams that you see me on, regardless of whether it's Brother Hatim or I'm coming as a character, is go. Why? Because I have trained. A lot of people be like, well, you need 10,000 hours. Yeah, 10,000 hours are optimal. But it only takes between 500 and 1,000 hours to become proficient. A lot of us, we want to wait till we're masters of something before we do it. You know what I'm saying? Become proficient at it. Most people are not even proficient at the things they're doing. Stop allowing yourself to be frozen, stop, and stuck. Come on, get unstuck. The next one is bad habits. Of course, bad habits, right? We develop bad habits, and these bad habits keep us, right, they keep us powerless within the limitations. We can never find freedom within our limitations, right? If our life is dominated by bad habits. Many of us have bad habits within our relationships. We have bad habits in what we eat. We have bad habits in what we drink. We have bad habits with what we inhale. We have bad habits that are all around us, and they stop us from manifesting and becoming the very best. And the challenge for us is to overcome these bad habits and start replacing them. And this goes back to analysis paralysis, and this is about us setting up drills. What are the systematic processes that you have in your life? Now, I want y'all to understand, there is a certain language that Giami speaks, and y'all just heard it come out because I was sitting up here thinking, what is the systematic process that you have in your life that protects you from developing bad habits, or that can help you overcome bad habits? For those that want to start this, right, we have the Nguza Saba Challenge. We have the 21-day Nguza Saba Challenge, whichever one you want to take. And then also we invite you to come and start your day with us every morning at 5:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time so that you can go start developing a systematic process. We asking you to start your day with Giami Journey and a cup of water and a help drink and pouring libations to your ancestors. Next one is religion. Got to take a sip on that one. All right, religion, family. A lot of us are hindered by belief systems that come out of religions that we have not even studied. I ran into more Christians. I ran into more Muslims who have been Muslim and Christian, and that's all they know, but they have never sat down and read their scriptures. Religion and the dogma that surrounds religion helps keep us within self-imposed limitations. It helps keep us stuck in other people's opinions. It helps give us analysis paralysis, and it helps us develop bad habits because we feel that we can't move because even God is working against us. Even God is working against us, right? You know what I'm saying? We develop bad habits, we develop bad thoughts, we develop all types of behaviors around religion, right? Around religions and our misunderstanding of religion and the misuse and other people trying to control us through religion. Now, I'm not saying religion is a bad thing. What I'm saying is the dogma that surrounds religion, yes, it's very bad. You know what I'm saying? The limiting thoughts that come with some of the religions, yes, it's very bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it takes you away from your culture. All right, but I'm leaving the last one and we're done. We got the television effect. Many of us are living vicariously through TV, or many of us are being influenced by what we are seeing on TV or YouTube. You know what I'm saying? or Vimeo or Netflix, whatever you want to call it. Many of us are characters in our own goddamn lives. Rather than the main star, we are side characters in our own lives, right? And we are being affected by the thoughts that are coming to us by TV. We are allowing ourselves to be programmed. And Giame, one of the things we talk about is that you have your conscious mind, you have the subconscious mind, you have the unconscious or the superconscious, whatever you want to call it. The conscious mind's job is to be on point, to protect the subconscious mind by not being clear of what it allows in. A lot of y'all just allow your subconscious to be, you just expose your subconscious to the world and wonder why you picking up bad habits and shit. Come on, family. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank you for taking the time. If you took the time and you lasted, this was only supposed to be 10 minutes, but shit, you know how Brother Hatim gets. But anyway, I want to thank you. And once again, the title is Challenging the 5 Deadly Self-Limitations That Are Holding You and Your Tribe Back. Now, remember, all these things can be applied to your tribe because the same thing that's going on with the individual on the micro level is going on the macro level. As above, so below. Opinions is holding you and your tribe back. Analysis paralysis is definitely holding y'all back. Bad habits as a group is holding you back. Religion, yes. A lot of y'all conflicting. A lot of y'all are arguing about shit that y'all don't even need to be arguing about. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this about religion, peace, as well. And I know this is gonna piss some of y'all, but any God that needs your little ass to protect them is not a God. I'll tell you right now, listen. Any God that needs protection from you, you have to start asking questions. If you have to stand up for your God, you know what I'm saying? If your God is just not evident, you know what I'm saying? It should just be evident. You know what I'm saying? They can see it all over you. Right? Other than that, there's a problem. But anyway, but we got false beliefs that hinder the tribe building, and also we got different beliefs clashing within the tribe that we don't even need to be clashing about. And then we got the television effect. People think that everything is supposed to be rosy and beautiful. It's supposed to end up, it shouldn't take that long, right? Please understand, I've been on this journey as far as podcasting and video recording. It's going on probably 12 years now, right? And there's people that's coming in that's talking about, I've been in there 15 months and this is a 6-figure podcast. I'm like, what? I'm madder than the motherfucker, right? But hey, it's cool, right? Because I have a very niche audience and I love my audience. But hey, this is Brother Hatim. I want to thank y'all for taking the time, for joining us. And it appears that we have went, so maybe 20 minutes will be a good show. All right. I am going to leave you. And I'm going to leave y'all like I started. I'm going to leave y'all with, better yet, we're going to do Blind Man to King.
Do you hear that? Is it supposed to sound like this?
Mr. Deity, I think it sounds great. Mr. Deity,